I made it into Newsweek. I don't know what's going on. I didn't even get the notification in my Google notification. Newsweek, people. Steve Bannon guest predicts how court hearing will play out by Julia Carbonaro, July 19th, today. Canadian right-wing legal analyst and YouTuber David Frei, who goes by the pseudonym Viva Frei, recently claimed that Steve Bannon's trial on charges of contempt of commerce will be wrapped up quickly because of, unquote, anti-Bannon jury selection process. So much wrong with this one paragraph already. The first of which is, look up pseudonym, by the way. A fictitious name, especially one used by an author. I thought it had to be an incognito name. Yeah, I think pseudonym is when it's incognito and not just an alternative. Doesn't matter. Right wing. Words don't mean anything anymore, people. Only labels. And by the way, if you haven't listened to Tom McDonald's most recent drop, Names, it's fantastic. Right wing. I say I just changed my Twitter bio for the first time in ever, I think. I don't consider myself to be right wing, but I take it as a compliment when someone calls me right wing. Canadian right wing legal analyst and YouTuber David Frei, who goes by the pseudonym Viva Frei, recently claimed, I predicted that Steve Bannon's trial on charges. It's not a claim because it's not an assertion of fact. It's a prediction because it's a guess as to what will happen. It'll be wrapped up quickly because of anti-Bannon jury selection process. And it's not anti-Bannon. It's just a DC jury selection process. We all know this. Bannon faces federal criminal charges for refusing to comply with the subpoena, yada, yada, yada. Bannon has argued that he could not comply with the subpoena due to executive privilege claimed by former President Donald Trump. Earlier this month, Bannon did agree to testify before the committee after Trump released a letter waiving the executive privilege he had claimed blocked Bannon from testifying. Frei, who last year unsuccessfully ran for parliament with the People's Party of Canada, a right-wing party which opposed COVID-19 lockdowns and compulsory vaccinations, was a guest on Bannon's podcast, War Room. So first of all, this person, I shouldn't read too much into it. All of this is factually correct, except for the qualification of the People's Party of Canada being right-wing. I think they'd be actually more libertarian than conservative or right-wing, but I don't even know what the difference is. Are libertarians right-wing? Sincere question. I don't know the answer. Are libertarians considered right-wing under the current nomenclature? I unsuccessfully ran. It makes it sound like it was a failed run. It was a kamikaze run for office. I'm stupid because I thought maybe there was a snowball's chance in hell that I would actually make it. I had no chance. My riding has gone liberal. The Westmount NDG riding, my former riding, has gone liberal for the last 31 years with one exception. It's gone liberal at 50+% of the vote every election. I had no chance. It sounds like I'm a failed politician. I'm not a failed politician, by the way. I'm not a failed political candidate. I think I'm actually mildly successful as a political candidate because, like I explained in my video explaining that I was running for office, I wasn't necessarily running to win, but I don't do anything to lose. I was running to normalize the People's Party of Canada because people out there like Julia Carbonaro still call it a right-wing party as a derogatory term. They're libertarian at worst, and they're constitutionalists more accurately. Maybe that makes them right-wing. Who knows? But I'm opposed to COVID lockdowns and compulsory vaccinations as though that's what makes me right-wing. Like I said on Twitter, you got your horse in front of the carriage, your carriage in front of the horse. I'm not conservative because I'm against lockdowns and forced vaccinations. If you're for forced vaccinations and lockdowns, you're a fascist. You are a fascist tyrant and a threat to free society. During his appearance on War Room, Frei said he intended to discuss Bannon's trial on his YouTube channel, and the 43-year-old lawyer said a daily recap analysis of the hearing would hardly fill the 25 minutes he foresees for the episodes. What's going to go on with Bannon's trial? Jury selection in federal court goes exceedingly quickly. They've impaneled the jury already. 14 jury members, 2 alternates. 9 men, 5 women. Stay tuned. Lord knows what due diligence anybody is going to be able to do, meaningful due diligence of the jury, which wouldn't change much because it's going to be 95, if not 100%, Democrat, anti-Trump, and anti-Steve Bannon to be expected, Frei had said. Does this make me right-wing or does this just make me right? I mean, and this is not like fears hiding wishes. This is just reality. And then what's left of Bannon's defenses? What's left to prove from the prosecution? Did you receive the subpoena? Did you respect the subpoena? Yes, no, case closed. And there's an ugly picture of me. Okay. Freiheit, freedom. I love it. You know what? And no joke, I consider this story to be actually very flattering. When a judge precludes you from pleading your defenses, what's left? Wrote Frei on Twitter after the interview, sharing a story by Raw Story with the headline, Case Closed, Steve Bannon's podcast declares him guilty as he sits trial for contempt. So anyways, I made Newsweek. That's fun. I've been in Newsweek before, so it's not all that new. I think just more people are noticing it now because more people are tuning into the channel. But I made it into. I was in Newsweek as a tweet during the Rittenhouse trial, where that clip from Rekieta Law's panel of Gage Grosskreutz admitting that he was only shot by Rittenhouse after he pointed a loaded firearm at Rittenhouse with the intention to shoot him. So much. It's not even reporting. It's narrative crafting. It's propaganda. Yeah, Tim Pool's right wing. Tim Pool, it's so stupid. I'm sorry. It's so stupid. What makes someone right wing? I believe in gay marriage. I believe in gay marriage, despite the fact that I know people to the right of me object to using the term marriage for gay union. I understand their arguments. And I say if the argument is one of semantics over the term marriage, then we can agree to disagree on the important. People say marriage, it's a biblical term between a man and a wife. If gay couples want to get married, call it civil union. I can understand, and I, in fact, agree. Gay couples say, no, we want the term marriage. At the end of the day, equality. And call it what it is. If you want to agree to disagree on the term, I believe in that. I believe in reasonable gun laws. I might believe that reasonable gun laws already exist. And what is needed is not more laws, but rather just enforcement of existing laws. Does that make me right wing? I believe in as much freedom of speech as possible. I believe in awful but lawful, but I do not believe in unlawful. What does that make me? These labels are idiotic. They're done to demonize. They're done to slander. They're done to delegitimize. They are not done. They are not issued. They're not spoken, drafted, crafted, and published for accuracy. And by the way, Newsweek, if you're watching, wait until you see my predictions come to fruition. And not because they're mine, because they're the aggregate compilation of the insights that I have picked up from people who I think are smarter than me, that I agree with or disagree with, and just come to my own conclusions. Marty, they found me. I don't know how. I should just lock the door. What's up? Yeah, you can use my plug. If I need it back, I need it back.
I can't take it out of the room.
You can take it out of the room.
Thank you.
But if I need it back, I need it back.
Watching something, and in the middle of the most important part, it died.
Go. Get out of here. She's taking my plug. So I will be able to last another hour for the stream.